Hi everyone, welcome to the channel of Talking with the New People's Party. I'm Sia, this is Wendy, and we're so delighted to have Lisa join us for today's conversation.
Yeah, before we start, please like, subscribe, and also share the channel.
A few days ago, the Patriotic Education Bill was submitted to the NPCAC for security, and now it is open for the public consultation.
At the top, National Legislature is reviewing a bill on patriotic education. It actually appears to have specific regulatory content for Hong Kong. So some commentaries mention that while it's uncertain whether the bill would cover Hong Kong, the SAR government shall make reference to the implementation in the mainland and also shall promote local education in understanding the importance of national culture, unity, and also sovereignty. How do you think about that, Lisa?
Well, as far as the education bill is concerned, I understand that current draft mentions something about Hong Kong, but there will be no specific sections referring to how Hong Kong should proceed with this issue. As we all know, under the basic law, national laws are not applicable in Hong Kong unless they are included in Annex 3 to the basic law. For example, Chinese nationality law, the Hong Kong garrison law, and more recently the national security law are all included in Annex 3. And once a piece of national law is included in Annex 3, then there are two ways that it can be implemented in Hong Kong. Either A, by way of promulgation, or B, by way of local legislation. I think that it is most probable that this piece of law will not be included in Annex 3. Having said that, I think it is our inherent responsibility to ensure that patriotic education is carried on more efficiently and smoothly in Hong Kong. So it's the Hong Kong SL Government Education Bureau's responsibility to examine the existing curriculum of patriotic education in Hong Kong, how they could or should be improved so that our students can better grasp and understand the important areas of this kind of patriotic education.
Right. Indeed, Hong Kong now has relevant patriotic education materials in primary and also secondary schools, and such as the citizen and local development curriculum for secondary 4 to 6 students. If the bill is actually passed, the Education Bureau may want to study what's existing in Hong Kong patriotic education right now and see what to add and also what's new to be in the school to develop specific curricula.
Yes, I think this piece of law to be enacted will be a very good piece of reference material for the Hong Kong Education Bureau to consider. I would suggest that they can make liaison with their mainland counterparts to better understand how they would implement this piece of new legislation. And then, having gathered relevant information and exchange of ideas, they should come back and consider how best we should proceed, making reference to that piece of law, and in addition, considering the local circumstances, so that we can improve our efforts in this subject.
Yes, just in the early days, the PRC government has expressed that the patriotic education should be accessible to all, especially the teenagers. Just as mentioned, we're talking about that Hong Kong has included some patriotic education curriculum in the fundamental education system. So I have a question for you. In your opinion, what kind of the patriotic education do the teenagers in Hong Kong need?
Well, first of all, for our youngsters, we need to tell them that our history, what are our cultures, our traditions. And the earlier we start this kind of education, the better. And then when they grow older, we can teach them something in more details. Tell them how about our government and what kind of achievements we secured in the past 40 years. How the government has been working so hard to improve our economy, to let our people live better. And all these are very realistic issues, so that we know, as a developing country, what kind of achievements we have, what are our missions and visions, how we worked successfully to upgrade our living standard, our GDP, and what are our future plans. What are we going to do in the, say, 50 years coming, so that they all know what we should or could do, with a better understanding of what happened in the past. And then we can build on that to work for our future.
Yes, we think that the bill is not only highlights the importance of the patriotic education, but also express a hopeful vision of our country's future. So I'm very appreciative for the licensed comments today, and we also learn a lot. And we hope the audience also find it beneficial as well. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Bye-bye.